Hey there, it's movie night. And tonight's film is a film that just recently came out by the title is actually called The Whale. The Whale stars Brendan Fraser as Charlie, Hong Chow as Nurse Liz, Ty Simpkins as Thomas, Samantha Morton as Mary, Sadie Sink as Ellie, and it's actually directed by Darren Aronofsky, right? And this film, Ruben, opens up with the right off the bat, opens about a man who is over 600 pounds, right? I should say this before I even move on. I really like this film, so I'm going to let you guys know. You could maybe hear it in my voice that I love Brendan Fraser in this role, and I think this is what he's going to be known for. This actual role, a lot of prosthetics on him, a lot of apparatuses to make him look like he's 600 pounds. It's a very difficult film to watch because there's a couple of scenes where he's binge eating and just uncomfortable. But it takes you through 1 week of his life. Well, actually, probably the last week of his life, and it takes you like Monday through Friday, and you see him he's a teacher, and he teaches class, and he doesn't teach class. He teaches class through Zoom, and it's actually at I believe it's at a college, a junior college, I believe, and he teaches English, right? And he's working with students on their essays and on the writing and so forth. But that being said, you see him interact with the people in his life, and one of the people in his life is a nurse by the name of Hong Chu. Her name is Nurse Liz in the film. But this woman did such a good job that she got nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and she's connected with Charlie as somebody who comes in and checks in on him. Later on, you find out there's another connection. I don't want to spoil that connection, but they're connected, and she also is his pull because she's also the one who brings them a lot of food. Okay, she's not the only one, but she is one of the key people who does, and she struggles with that throughout the film. You see her, am I doing the right thing to bring you this chicken bucket, right? And you see that she really loves him, right? And Charlie is a beautiful man, and you could see that he has some demons. And why did he get this big? And you find out that he had a lover that died, and that after he died, he just started binge.
You don't want to give too much away, but
oh well, okay. Anyway, he's sad. He's definitely in a situation where he's going through a lot. And then there's another gentleman who comes in pretty quick in the film by the name of Thomas. And I thought he was maybe a Mormon, but I guess he's a Christian. And this is part of the film I felt was kind of a little tough, maybe even on Christians. But this guy really had a faith and really wanted to speak with Charlie and help him out in any way he could. And he did help him a couple ways with getting things that he couldn't get to and so forth. And he comes in and out of the film, and you see that he has a past, and it's a little dark, and you see that he definitely is somebody who benefits with these interactions with Charlie and even Charlie's daughter. And then there's Samantha Morton, who was really only one scene, but she really stole that scene. You see this history of a woman who was married to this man who actually was left. He left her. I don't want to tell you everything. I'm sorry.
You're giving away the whole movie.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, Ruben's right. Okay, so but anyway, she does a great job, and you see that relationship and how it was a difficult relationship, but she comes to a place where obviously she cares for him. And then finally, I want to talk about Ruben, his daughter. His daughter comes in and out.
Give it away, everything. Might as well give away.
I'm not going to give it away. I'm just saying that the film really deals. That's the biggest piece of the film, right? His daughter Allie. I will say this. Their interactions are wonderful, and I won't go into all the interactions. I would say the interaction with him at the end of the film with his daughter was pretty powerful. I think just even that just is worth admission, and his conversations with Morton regarding why he's spending the money he wants to spend, and how he wants to spend his life the last few days. I think it's pretty powerful. Ruben, I already spoiled the film. It looks like I'm going to let you.
I know.
Fix all the things I messed up.
I'm probably inconsistent. I know I have plot spoiled in the past as well. But we're talking about movies that are sometimes almost 100 years old. Like if some people haven't seen Goodbye, Mr. Chips yet, and that's their problem.
A classic, right?
This movie is a few weeks old, right? This movie's a few weeks old, so we're trying not to do too much. By the way, if you haven't seen the video on charter schools and their enemies, check it out, everybody. We are not reviewing that today. So,
did you like the movie though, Rube? You didn't answer.
I will say that this movie is very, very good, and I would like to also note that it's about an online teacher who decides to perhaps eat to death. I will say that because everybody knows that. Sure. That's pretty clear.
Spoiler alert.
Trailer. No, I just said that's very clear in the trailer. We're not giving away why
I was projecting.
And it's his last week on Earth, and I mean,
I apologize.
We're giving away the whole story.
I'm sorry,
but the not too sorry. You keep going. The whole. I'm sorry. Jeez.
We'll edit this part out.
Are you sorry? I don't know you were sorry.
I don't want the audience to see you with this. Go ahead.
People, help me. The thing is that it was, if you close your eyes and just listen to this man, Charlie, you will hear nothing, almost nothing but empathy and warmth and goodness to everybody who encounters his way. I don't agree with you that they were too tough on the Christian. I think it was a pretty decent relationship between all these characters who are not perfect. None of them are perfect. Neither is Charlie, who admits he probably shouldn't have abandoned his daughter. He apologizes for it at the end. There I go, steal it. There I go.
It's okay. I'm not going to take the big chunk of wood out of your eye for the little speck in mine.
But nobody's perfect here. And you really believe the goodness. But here's the thing. We don't walk through our lives closing our eyes. We see people and how they are. We want to judge him. But it's a good man. And I guess the only thing I would say for me is that in terms of critique is that we see a teacher who really cares about his students, even though it's online. We sense it from his voice and his advice and how to write an essay, proper structure. And I wanted more of that. I found myself wanting more of the teaching, which is ironic because I just been telling you, man, these teaching movies are so bad. And now here I want more of the teaching. Yeah. But other than that, it's a pretty good.
Didn't he teach us how to live our lives, Ruben? To be kind and loving. I think that was a good lesson.
Well, I don't think it was as didactic as the way you're describing it. I think he just is.
Yeah.
He's just reacting. So his daughter really I wouldn't say maltreats him, but yeah, it's the way she speaks to him. But his response is really empathetic.
He always sees the good in her, right? It's always positive.
Yeah. The thing about the Christian, though, I actually found it, I got a different take maybe than you, because he was a Christian who at one point expressed his disapproval of his lifestyle. But what you have from the Charlie character is not an outburst of anger, but of a connection he's still trying to make.
Yeah.
The Christian missionary, I felt like he walked away gaining something from the relationship.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it was hard for me. There are a couple things he said that I thought, but he kept he truly believed in his faith. That was good. But I think he was sometimes lost in maybe the bigger picture of where Charlie fit. And I think Charlie was trying to explain to him, hey, this is, you don't have all the answers about, everything. And so I think it was good though, Ruben, because it was kind of wise of an older man and a younger man. I think I saw that too. And I think that was something you could take away with it. But yeah, you're probably right. Overall, this is a young guy who was really finding his way, even in his faith, right? And he was still believing what he believed in, but he just wanted Charlie, he really did care about Charlie. He wanted Charlie to be in on the ride with him. So
I think this is a divide that can never be crossed, or two paths that can't really diverge. This idea of this really devout Christian who's a missionary, and as we find, I don't want to give away too much, but as we find out, there's a little wrinkle to that.
Sure.
Which I wasn't really buying into that. I thought it got too cute with some of the plot points, but he was a devout Christian who has beliefs. Then you have Charlie, who has his ideas. They're never gonna agree. But at least I felt that this was two men that understood each other and cared about each other.
That's true.
Respected each other. What else? What do you need but more than to at least listen and feel like you care about that person? You can give your opinion, but are you going to be there and care about them? I know some people might not like the Christian character, but I felt like he walked away gaining something from that relationship, and so did Charlie.
For sure. for sure. I think I would say one last thing, Ruben, about it regarding
Before
young
you
lady.
say one last thing, Sadie Sink plays the daughter,
Sadie
and
Sink.
she plays
That's
a
what I was gonna say.
very okay. You're gonna
And
say
that's all I was gonna say. I mean, you could add to it. I thought she was robbed. She should have gotten nominated for Academy Award as well. She was amazing. She
Have
was
you seen the other performances?
of her of this assist of the Academy Awards. I've seen an 8 out of the 10 films, but although I wish this was nominated for Best Picture. And then I've seen some of the
And you
performances.
thought she was? You saw the other performances nominated
for the
supporting actress.
Supporting actress. I haven't seen all of them, but what I've seen, I think she's up there. But you know what? The nurse that in this film, she was amazing too. So, but I thought this young lady hit it out of the park. I mean, I don't think I've seen her anywhere before. Have you? She's. I think she really is.
She's in Stranger Things.
Oh,
but
okay.
Anyway,
there you go.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Good.
thank you, Rube, and thank you for you know, I seen things a little bit differently regarding that young man. I agree with you about just that relationship with Charlie. I think they both gained, like you shared, and hey, that's worth watching, you guys. I hope you guys will go and check this film out. It's still out there in the theaters, and support Brendan Fraser. And thank you again for being with us tonight on Pod and Deliver. See you next week. Bye-bye.